Heyhoo und willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Genshin Impact. Also wir sollen uns ausruhen, nachdem wir aber gesehen haben, dass ein Schatten hier diesen Raum verlassen hat. Das heißt, Shenhe ist hier irgendwo unterwegs. Aber egal, ich würde mal sagen, wir ruhen uns aus, in Anführungszeichen. Wie viel Uhr soll es sein? Am Morgen irgendwann. Ich glaube, es stand 9 Uhr. Machen wir mal 8, weil ich nicht mehr weiß, wie spät es sein soll. Ist es die richtige? Ja, es ist die richtige Uhrzeit.
Hey, so Shenhe. Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Von meiner Meisterin? Von meiner Meisterin.
How
Ja.
did you know? I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, master is very talkative. Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong. It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner.
Ja, aber musst du ja auch nicht. Das ist deine
Trying
Geschichte.
to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
Stimmt,
For
guck dir
this,
mal.
I am very grateful indeed.
Die roten Seile, sie hat halt wirklich überall. Um ihren ganzen Körper rum. Achso, ja, natürlich. Das, was Paimon gesagt hat. Gar nichts.
Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list.
Ja.
But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going.
Vielleicht können wir ja was sehen.
After all, sunset vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly.
Naja, ich meine, die Feiyun...
And another thing, we bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it. They're so good.
Sagt sie noch was?
It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Das war's? Okay. Jetzt habe ich vergessen, was ich sagen wollte. Ach Mann, egal, war bestimmt nicht so wichtig. Egal, wir sehen uns einfach mal dort, solange überlege ich noch, was ich sagen wollte. Jetzt mal ganz egal, was ich sagen wollte. Ja, guckt euch das mal an. Das ist doch das Jade, also das soll ja das Jade gemacht sein, oder? Ja, lol. Wir sollen gar nicht hoch. Aber ich würde gern wissen, wie es da oben aussieht. Ja, egal, gehen wir runter. So, da sind wir.
It seems to be tied down by something. That's because it's not finished. Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beidou! And hey!
Wer?
Paimon doesn't know? Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced.
Ah, das heißt, wir kennen den Charakter auch nicht.
We build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed jade chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the jade chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
Wer ist das?
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the Plostrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beidou, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Aber warum? Was willst du fragen?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Jetzt weiß ich, was ich sagen wollte. Ich wollte sagen, es gibt bestimmt noch irgendjemand Reiches, der von den Millionen Leute das einfach ersteigert hat oder gekauft hat für keine Ahnung wie viel Mora. Also wir sind bestimmt nicht die Einzigen.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do.
Wer ist das?
Is the renowned Miss Yoon, or Yoonjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Ich kenne sie gar nicht. Hi! Ich sehe dich bestimmt nicht zum ersten Mal, aber wer bist du?
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is, sorry, not sure we've met.
Ah, die kennen die gar nicht.
Shenhe. I am their friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
Ja, aber was wollt ihr Ningguang fragen?
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed.
So wie sie redet, ja, sehr förmlich und so, ja,
To
passt.
be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the Plostrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Darf ich wissen, was für eine Frage?
So it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that
Danke.
case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Solange es...
How does it
Dürfen wir
change
das?
things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon.
Mhm.
The Plostrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Ist das nicht vollkommen offensichtlich?
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers.
Warum ihn? Ich kenne jemand viel besseren. Zhongli, der weiß alles. Lass uns gemeinsam hingehen. Ja, lass uns gemeinsam hingehen.
We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Bye.
Okay, let's go.
Verstehe aber nicht, warum wir nicht Zhongli
What
nutzen.
question are you gonna ask Ningguang, Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Wow, das ist so wichtig für dich?
Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
Okay.
It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Es klingt ein bisschen nach Shenhe. Egal. Wie lange? 10 Minuten. Ja, wir können noch dahin gehen, nach Informationen fragen. Oder ich belasse dabei eine kürzere Folge, weil die Folge davor ein bisschen länger war. So, das war's mit dieser Folge von Genshin Impact. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet viel Spaß beim Zusehen. Und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüdelü.